Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have one that's come full circle, and like we covered in the previous video, this comes after hip-hop fans found out that someone in Benzino's camp is willing to sell him out, cash in exchange for a reported 10 hours of footage of the studio session that led to the rap Elvis Eminem diss. And the source looking to sell out Benzino described the studio session like this: just say it was a Dr. Dre and Eazy-E first song line for line. Think about this scene from Straight Outta Compton.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
That ain't it. It really ain't.
Hey, Dre, you gotta go if we gonna do this. Cube, you gotta go. You finished, Dre? You want to laugh too?
Ooh, we're failing as a people. Ooh.
And today we'll be focusing on reports of Benzino's Ghostwriter getting unmasked. And apparently, everyone who thought it was Cassidy all got it wrong, as you'll see in a bit. And it turns out the name was out there all along, and we'll get to this in a moment. And today we also have more from Benzino, who's been on a press run to celebrate his quote victory over Eminem with this release of Rap Elvis. And something strange from Eminem's team happened a few hours ago, which we'll get to later in the video. And before we dive in, we recently got an update on Doomsday Part 2 from Cole Bennett, when a user asked, "At Cole, is the Doomsday Part 2 music video still happening?" And Cole Bennett confirmed, "Yep, it is coming after Fly Away." So early March, I suppose. And here's one that made headlines a few hours ago from DJ Who Kid, who shared a photo where Eminem was spotted using a BlackBerry phone in 2024. And Who Kid confirmed, by the way, yes, he still has a BlackBerry phone. And moving on to the main topics today, Benzino was recently with The Art of Dialogue. And here's a snippet that made its way to social media where Benzino calls himself the Eminem Slayer.
I'm gonna go down in history as the Eminem Slayer, but right now it's Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I stand everything I've been saying. And Rap Elvis destroyed him. I'm still waiting for the response. If he don't, I'm gonna drop another one. And I want to make this clear too. As far as Eminem's fans, they're the softest, most cuddly hip hop fans out there. They ain't no threat. Who they a threat to? Teddy bears.
But that's not all. Since everyone saw him reduced to tears, he decided to do some more damage control after calling Eminem fans soft.
I don't regret crying. I've cried before. I got no problem crying. I need to cry because it helps me from probably not hurting somebody. It probably helps me from not hurting myself or people around me. Being hard and living like that for so long, that'll kill you or get you killed. So me being vulnerable and me understand what vulnerability is now, and me understanding that crying is healthy for me, I don't have any regrets for that. I'm everywhere without security. So anybody feel like they want to test a crybaby or someone who cry, I welcome it.
Now, this has stirred some wild reactions, even from rappers and hip-hop media journalists. For instance, Detroit rapper Lazarus, who is also a physician, is asking in reaction to the clip who thinks I should prescribe him some bipolar meds. And this is because Benzino could go from F Eminem to I don't have anything against Eminem literally in the same interview.
Let's talk about Eminem, man. Let's talk about Eminem, yo. That's why we here tonight. Huh? Eminem. I don't want to go through, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want for 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. Ooh.
And in response to Benzino calling himself the Eminem Slayer, Justin Hunt reacted with, "There is no diss track Benzino can drop now that will wash the tears he shed on Drink Champs, wishing Eminem would hug him." And in response to this, a user claims, "It is still a good diss track. All the extra social media silly stuff people will eventually forget over time." Ooh. That track is one of the rare L's served to M. You'd have to be a casual on this situation to think that was a good diss track after all the errors on the track that have been exposed since. And to this, Justin Hunt reacted, "Nah, that was a supremely viral moment. The visual alone will live on forever." The visual of crying over beef on camera on this level has never been seen in hip-hop music. It will be part of hip-hop documentaries decades from now, and since Benzino is still on that hard man persona, after breaking down on Drink Champs, some have expanded. This dude, 58 years old, still trying to be tough. Facepalm emoji. Once you cried on Drink Champs, that ish went out the window. And check this out, I hate seeing rappers who could have had some sort of legacy play themselves with wacky antics. It is the most frustrating ish ever. Nah, dude, you'll go down as the MFer, jealous of one rapper and couldn't get over it. Which takes us to our next point, as while Benzino's out here calling himself the Eminem Slayer, begging for a response from Eminem, someone in his team is out here looking for a buyer to sell him out, as the source claimed to have the entire recording of the studio session that includes teaching Benzino how to rap the lyrics like how Dr. Dre was guiding Eazy-E. And J Black initially had this to say about Benzino's Ghostwriter a few days ago, back when most fans thought it was Cassidy. Check out a snippet.
You can't refute me on this, because again, he did an interview on Rap Grid, which is a battle rap channel. You were interviewed by Direct, which is a battle rap pioneer, right? And he asked you a few questions, and a few questions you answered, and the way you answered them was completely off. Again, I talked to a few people. Your ghostwriter is Nestle. And this is no offense to Nestle. I think Nestle is one of the greatest pens, one of the best lyricists in battle rap, period. But you couldn't name 5 battle rappers, but you somehow, some way mentioned Nestle and his physical appearance. Nestle does not even battle like that. He battles every once in a blue moon. I got friends that watch battle rap casually. Respect to Nestle, they don't know who Nestle is. The ghostwriter in question, it's not Cassidy. Nestle is your ghostwriter.
And upon seeing the snippet from Benzino's studio session, released by the source looking to sell out Benzino, J Black used the footage to confirm what he already called a few days before.
So to you, I don't need to bring it back. The person in the chair is Nestle. Get out of here, man. What are y'all? We done. And you don't have enough respect for the man to say his name. So you'll continue to say Ness or Enes, but the person in question is Nestle. Get a brother's credit.
We're failing as a people. Ooh.
And now some are baffled by this. Eminem did so much for battle rap. Secretly funded Fight Club, Total Slaughter TV show and battle event, bodied movie, shouted out battlers in interviews. Proof and Bizarre were throwing events well into the 2000s, and a battle rapper wrote for Benzino to diss Eminem, shake my head. The user added, "This is Benzino's ghostwriter, Nestle. J Black is the one who revealed this news first. Don't let anyone else take credit." And speaking on battle rappers being salty about Eminem, user adds, he also put battle rappers in his movie 8 Mile, giving them exposure, and obviously they made money off it. I don't understand the hate he gets from them. Well, entitlement is a real thing when people get used to receiving. And now that we got a name, this is one more thing that puts a dent in the narrative that Eminem fans don't know about hip-hop. Because from the get-go, many fans on social media called it when Rap Elvis dropped that no way did Benzino write that, because apart from the factual errors, they knew Benzino didn't have the skill to begin with. But so-called hip-hop heads who should be experts in hip-hop were asking for proof and called the fans bitter for noticing these details. Turns out they were the casuals, and since the music video for Doomsday Part 2 is dropping soon, this conversation on Benzino versus Eminem isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And something strange happened a few hours ago, as while Eminem has dozens of pending certifications in the United States that are yet to get an update, Eminem's team decided to update Killer from Music to Be Murdered by Side B that was certified platinum in the United States. This was the only song they decided to update of all the pending certifications, which begs the question, why? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.
Ooh.